This one single lifestyle change could be the difference between you being unhappy and fat and being happy and jacked. Let me guess, fellas, the reason you've clicked on this video is because you've tried every diet under the sun. You've tried keto, you've tried carnivore, you've tried animal-based, you've even gone to the distance of trying veganism. And the problem is, you just don't enjoy these diets, or you struggle to fit them in around your life. You have an all or nothing perspective. If you fail for one day, it all goes out the window. However, I've got the answer for you. See, I was 135 kg, pretty obese, and I lost 50 kgs in a year. That was because I used this system right here. Most of my diet is whole foods. I just tried to cut out the crap, focus on animal proteins and micronutrients. But I was speaking to one of my boys the other day and he was like, mate, your diet is so restrictive. And I was like, I don't see it as restrictive. I try to have a diverse, colourful plate most nights. And he was like, yeah, but you only literally eat eggs, yogurt and red meat. And I was like, to be fair, you're right, bro, but I don't do that 100% of the time. Now, you don't have to stick to this 100% of the time. It's just a good rule of thumb that if you're eating these foods around 80 to 90% of the time, you're gonna make serious progress. That's gonna boost your muscle mass, it's gonna help with fat loss, it's going to improve your gut microbiome and make your skin clear, and your testosterone is going to go through the roof, and we all know that is a catalyst to making progress for men. This is how I mostly ate for a whole year, and it helped me lose 50 kgs of fat and build my dream physique. So it does work, and just give it a go, guys. So let's get straight into it. First up, we've got breakfast, and for breakfast you're going to have eggs. Now, eggs are nature's multivitamin. They have every single vitamin and mineral your body needs for a daily intake apart from vitamin C. So if you have an orange, you've basically completed it. Also, eggs are full of saturated fats. Now, in modern society, we've been told to fear fats, fear saturated fats. They clog up your arteries, they ruin your heart, they give you heart disease, but that is absolute lies. Saturated fats are actually key for energy, and a lot of people don't know this. They are actually key to help you burn fat and increase your metabolism. But obviously, if you're in decent nick, you'd still need to be in a calorie deficit, but if you're overweight and your hormones are out of balance, then this will actually help you lose weight a bit quicker. Cholesterol. Cholesterol is also feared in modern society, but it's actually a building block for testosterone. So if you're not cholesterol maxing, you're doing yourself some harm. You're shooting yourself in the foot as a man. Like, why would you not want to increase your test levels? As well as that, eggs have 9 essential amino acids. I'm not going to name them all because I can't actually remember them, but this makes this food one of the most bioavailable proteins on the planet, and which is why you'll see bodybuilders eating at least 6 of these a day. If you're not eating 6, then you need to fix up. Like I've already said, we talked about bioavailability, but the absorption rate of eggs is absolutely mental. Whey protein is only about 17% absorbable, whereas I think an egg is like 62%. So 62% of the protein in an egg is actually going towards building muscle, whereas when you drink a whey protein shake, only 17% of that is ready available and used by the body. Eggs are super versatile. Scramble them, boil them, hard boil them, soft boil them, fry them, poach them, drink them raw if you're a madman and you've got that dog in you, and you can't go wrong. Eggs are pretty cheap. You can get about a dozen for about £1.50. I get 10 cage eggs for about £1.40 when I'm on a budget, but if I'm feeling bougie, I'll go down the farmer's market and get 6 for about £2.50. Obviously, these have different nutrient rates in, but if you're on a budget and you want to scran some eggs, then you're not going to have to fork out for it or even get a mortgage out. You know what I mean? You can have 100 eggs in a week and pay 14 quid. That's nuts. A good rule of thumb I like to use when I'm eating is having a food that is 10 to 1 in protein to calories. So for every 100 calories, you're going to get at least 10 grams of protein, and that is the same with eggs. Eggs are around 70 calories and you get about 6 to 6.5 grams of protein per egg. I know it's a bit less, but it's a good standard to live by. If you're trying to bulk up and increase your calories, you can have some sourdough, you can have some butter, you can cram some parmesan on there, get creative. But if you're on a cut and you're feeling pretty simple, then 10 boiled eggs isn't gonna hurt. So, meal 2. For lunch, for a big snack, you can have some yogurt. I like to go for Greek yogurt, and if you're on a calorie deficit, fat-free Greek yogurt is also awesome. Greek yogurt is literally yogurt that's just strained a bit, so it's a bit thicker, a bit creamier, and isn't filled with crappy ingredients. Like if you're buying fruit-flavored yogurts like Yoplait or Muller Corners, then you're just ruining your gut microbiome. You're doing it harm. You're putting rubbish in that you can't pronounce. You don't know what the effect it's going to have on your body, so you may as well avoid it altogether. Yes, Greek yogurt is probably a bit more expensive, but it's going to do your body so much good. It's packed with protein. If you're buying Fage 5%, I think it's like a whole tub has 50 grams of protein in. I have around 300 grams of Greek yogurt, and that's about 25 grams of protein. Added with some protein powder, added with some fruit, added with some honey, and you've got a 50-gram bowl of ice cream basically. Greek yogurt is a great probiotic, so you're doing your gut some good, getting that gut health up, and your microbiome will be booming. Packed full of nutrients. We've got calcium, great for bones, great for skin, great for nails, all that good stuff. Potassium, and then we have magnesium, which is great for sleep. It's versatile. You can make flatbreads with it, you can make bagels with it, you can add honey, you can add chocolate powder, you can make it what you want. But it's easy. Add some sweetness, add some fruit, add some nuts for a bit of crunch or some seeds. It's hella versatile. Yes, Greek honey is going to be a bit more expensive than normal yogurt, but it's still dirt cheap. Like, I don't want you going, oh, I can't afford that, because you can. You just went and spent 200 quid on the weekend on beer and snus. Know how long it takes to whip up a Greek yogurt bowl? 5 minutes, if that. 2 minutes if you're in a massive rush. So wallop. By lunch, you've probably had around 1,500 calories and 150 grams of protein. You've had something sweet, you've had something nutritious and healthy and savoury. You're doing all the right things to set you up for a big old dinner. And that's when we get to part 3, red meat. Red meat is a superfood. It's the most nutrient-dense animal protein in there. It's got creatine, it's got B vitamins, it's great for testosterone, and who doesn't love red meat? I'm sorry, if you don't eat red meat, then you are missing out. Steak, burgers, meatballs, I don't know, ground beef in a bowl with some avo and egg and sauerkraut if you're a madman. Even just mince and rice, that actually slaps. With the steaks, you've got sirloin, ribeye, you can have a lean cut, you can have a fatty cut, you choose. But if you're having around 500 grams of red meat, that's 100 grams of protein, right there. If you're trying to max your muscle mass and your testosterone and also help yourself lose weight, then you should be having at least 500 grams of red meat every night. Yes, you can have chicken thighs or chicken breasts. I wouldn't recommend chicken breasts over this, like, red meat, come on, steak, burgers, why would you not want that? If you're really worried about a calorie deficit, then have the lean cuts, have the lean mince. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend. I normally go for a 10-15%, get that saturated fat in, and that's going to keep you satiated. That's going to stop you pecking at crap in the fridge, pecking at crap in the cupboard, and feeling like an absolute blob before you go to bed. When you're preparing red meat, you don't need to use every spice in the cupboard. You don't need chili, salt and pepper. Celtic sea salt if you're on that, and ground black pepper. That is all you need. You don't even need the pepper. Like, salt on its own is great on red meat. Salt on a steak. Bit of tallow in the pan, sear that bad boy. Obviously get the salt on before. That is all you need. In an ideal world, I would eat a massive ribeye every night. I just can't afford it, and I do like to mix it up. If you're a man and struggling to stay consistent, then try the Trident Protein Protocol. It's a no-brainer. Multivitamins, something sweet, probiotics, and hella protein and nutrients. Obviously, add your fruit, add your veg, like have your carbs, but these should be a staple in every meal. I'm not saying, oh, you have to have a yogurt bowl, or you have to have a steak and eggs, or you have to have eggs and sourdough. Mix it up. Like, if you don't like it, don't have it. Put yourself in the best position to succeed and have a version of this that you actually enjoy, because that's going to help you stay consistent and that's going to help you make the gains. These are the 3 pillars that I recommend to my clients. If you want to start eating like this, stay consistent, lose fat, gain muscle, build your dream physique, then drop me a message down below and click the Calendly link, and we can book a free 15-minute strategy call to set you up for success. Join the optimal team today. Drop me a message. If you want to start eating like this and see real progress, then you can start working with me. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I will catch you at the next one. Like, comment and subscribe.